Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, July 3rd. Tomorrow's the 4th. So maybe in the comment section below, you guys can let me know if you live here in the States and you celebrate July 4th, if you have some fun plans, maybe to go watch some fireworks. Kim and I usually just close to home on the 4th of July, but we have talked about maybe going to the beach if the weather's nice during the day. But normally we do stay home. We don't go anywhere necessarily to watch the fireworks. We might watch them just in our backyard because there's a lot of people that set them off, so we can see them. We can see them from our home. We don't necessarily have to go anywhere. That's not quite the same as the big displays that you might get in bigger cities. But we also enjoy watching the recaps of the different fireworks displays around on the news and things of that nature. So anyway, I thought that might be kind of fun to talk about. Now, being July 3rd, now this is a date that I think for many runners has been a bit of a long time coming, because if you're excited about the Nike AlphaFly 3, they go on sale again today. All right, so Nike's going to do another drop. I loved the very first version of the shoe. Not so much the second version. The second version is okay. It's just okay. That's it. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite of the AlphaFly lineup so far. That's for certain. But I did really enjoy the original version, but you can't pick those up anymore. And I've basically run the miles on the ones that I purchased in the past. In fact, the first pair, I ended up cutting them up a little bit, not just a little bit. I took them apart. I cut them up, took them apart just to see what all was inside. Take a look at those AirPods and that kind of stuff. You guys can check that out if you want. It's a previous video that I did that was just kind of a fun thing to do. And I'd already, like I said, exhausted the miles that those had in them. In fact, what had happened is I overran in those shoes and I popped one of the AirPods up in the forefoot. So, and then the second version of the shoe was a disappointment for me. I know for some runners it was a real favorite, but for me they just didn't have the same magic that the first version did. So, the very first marathon I ran in the Vaporfly, the Nike Vaporflies, and I still like those shoes. They're still a really good shoe for me, but they just didn't seem to have that same feeling underfoot as the AlphaFly. So that had become my go-to marathon shoe. But you can't buy them anymore. At least I haven't been able to find them anywhere. And so the AlphaFly 3, when those came out, of course, I was pretty excited to pick those up. And I've had them for a few months. Now. My intent was to run the Boston Marathon in them. But, I had to pull the plug on that one. So I wasn't able to do that. And I just haven't been able to run a single mile in them. I've had them on my feet. Did a bit of an unboxing video just to give me some first impressions and that kind of thing. But I haven't put any miles in them. But I am excited to run some miles in them myself. So now they go on sale today, again, at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And, if you're anxiously awaiting the drop of the Nike AlphaFly 3, you have to let me know in the comment section below if you were successful, because they sell out fast. Oh my gosh, they sell out fast, especially if you have a common shoe size like I do. US men's size 9 is really, really common, and they seem to get snatched up in a hurry. That's always one of the first sizes to sell out. So it's usually pretty difficult for me to pick shoes up when they are first launched. So that's at least one of the struggles that I have faced as a shoe tuber, trying to review shoes on the channel. And but all of that, even though I haven't run a single mile in these yet, it's a pretty gorgeous looking shoe, isn't it? I haven't run a single mile in them, but I'm still thinking about picking up a second pair, or at least trying to, because normally whatever shoe I intend to run in and run a marathon in or race a marathon in, I like to have two pairs. One that I can put some solid training miles in, and one to save fresh for race day or race days. The original version of the shoe, and I had a couple pairs of those. I ran a lot of miles in those shoes, a lot of marathons in the AlphaFly version 1. So you do get your money's worth. They are expensive. They're expensive. I think is it $285 US? It's somewhere around there. That might not be exact price, but it's up there. It's approaching $300. Definitely $300 with tax or more US dollars here. So it's not an inexpensive shoe by any means. But I do think that if you're going to put in all of the miles in, the weeks of training, you're going to want to have confidence in your shoe on race day. And the AlphaFly is definitely a shoe that I have confidence in. And even though, like I said, I haven't run a single mile on these, I'm probably going to try to pick up a second pair so that once I do start putting some miles in them, I'll have a fresh pair for Chicago. With all of that, I'm going to let you go because I got to get down to the track. I got a 40-minute run scheduled for today. That's it. It'll be 40 minutes plus, probably 5 minutes, 10 minutes to cool down, something like that, nothing major. And it's going to be at an easy pace. I'm going to try to go a bit easier again today. Yesterday, I was just kind of hyped up. Oh my gosh, if you saw yesterday's video, you probably noticed that I don't think I stopped grinning the whole time that I was running out there. And, I was wanting to work on my form. And the more that I was trying to maintain good form, the faster I seemed to go, even though I was trying to hold the horses back, So that's just something that I mentioned it yesterday that I struggle with running slower paces. I try to just find a comfortable rhythm to run in, and oftentimes that comfortable rhythm is faster than it should be. So again, that's it's just a work in progress. It is a work in progress for me, and I'm going to keep working on it. Keep working on it. Keep trying to keep. I don't know if I can say keep one more time. But I'm going to continue to work on maintaining good form just at a slower pace. So that's the goal. All right. I'm going to let you go because I have to get down there. We've got some storms moving in today. Got some other things I want to work on, and I want to get back in time to be able to see if I can secure a pair of the AlphaFly 3s. So the front gate was locked, and that's okay. That's all right. I'll just walk around to the back side, but it gives me a nice view from up here. So I have to walk up to basically the top of what would be the stands for the track, the football, all that kind of good sporting events that happen down here. It is a nice view, really nice view. All right, making my way down to the track today. Get my 40 minutes in. Do a few leg swings ahead of time like I like to do. Maybe a couple of drills here or there just to get kind of warmed up. I haven't put my vest on yet, but I'll get that on here in a bit. No need to put it on right now. And I'll have to get my phone out, fire up my music off Spotify, get that going, make the trip a little bit more enjoyable because, as I said before, running on a track, it's okay. It's all right. I enjoy it. It's soft surfaces. But when you're going around in circles that many times, oh my goodness, it gets a little boring. It's a little boring. So, all right, I'll let you go so I can get my little bit of mobility that I like to do right before I run done. So are you guys training for anything? How many people, maybe that are watching this, are training for the Chicago Marathon? I'd love to hear about that. It'd be really fun to connect with you guys in Chicago this year. So maybe we can talk about that in the comment section below. Oh, it really felt good to get that second run in with full body weight. Felt good, felt really good. I think I did a little better this time, slowing it up a little bit, you know, holding the horses back, as they say. I think overall, you know, I'd be glancing down at my watch from time to time, trying to see what my pace was, and I think it probably is a 50-minute mile pace, something like that. So oh goodness, I got to turn around and go the other way unless I want to jump the fence. Forgot that the gate is locked. I got to go around. Anyway, so I think that's a little better. I think that's a little closer. Now I know when I was saving my workout on my Garmin, it did say training effect base. So that's a pretty good indicator that I was keeping things light like they should be. So all right, that is it. That's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go home, and it's 8:54 a.m. The AlphaFly 3s drop in about 1 hour. So that should give me just about enough time to go home and shower and make another cup of coffee, get online and see if I can secure a second pair. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. And this gate is locked. I still got to go around.